Not all people are made equal. This was the harsh reality that hit Midoriya at the age of 4. Midoriya dreamed of being a hero in a society that wouldn't let him be one. No matter how hard he'd try, he would never be able to accomplish his dream. This harsh reality hit him even harder when his own inspiration told him his dream wouldn't come true. This is reality. This isn't your ordinary superhero story when the hero always wins. This is inevitably based on our reality. It's just like the world of the comic book we read together on that day way back when. The hero of justice never gave up the struggle and fought through all the pain. And in the end, he saved everyone. Did you know, brother, villains always lose when all is said and done. Fantasy has become reality. And in reality, things don't go like they do in the stories. All For One said it himself. This is reality. A world with superpowers isn't as cracked up as it's supposed to be. Both Midoriya and Shigaraki are perfect examples of that. You're Midoriya, stuck in a world of dreams, wanting to have the power to be like everybody else. Eventually, your idol even tells you that your dreams would never come true. While being quirkless, he could never be a part of the world of heroes. As far as hero society was concerned, he could never be a hero. Until later that same day, Midoriya rushed to save Bakugo. This moment inspired All Might and deemed Midoriya worthy of being a hero. All Might, giving Midoriya his powers, was Midoriya's one and only chance to become a hero, and he took it. Society no longer held Midoriya back, because he eventually began to fit into it. So try to let this sink in for a second. Midoriya was forced to the lifestyle of not being a hero, because he couldn't fit into hero society, being quirkless and all. It was by a mere chance that All Might gave him One for All. Midoriya was lucky, and through this, society accepted him, and he was able to chase his dream. But for some who aren't as fortunate as Midoriya, being quirkless is an issue and all, but what about being born with the worst quirk? A quirk that destroys anything you touch. We are all aware of how society treats those with quirks with less than desirable traits. Shinso was a victim of society's discrimination against what I like to call ugly quirks, and all he had was brainwashing, which could be used for good, but unlike Shinso's quirk, Shigaraki's cannot. With a quirk like Death Touch, it's hard to imagine you could do any saving, but Shigaraki's quirk didn't curse him with just a Death Touch, but also the urge to kill. This is the dark truth about quirks. If you'd like more details on the dark truth about quirks, you should check out my Quirks Are Deeper Than You Think video, because I'll be continuing this video based off the information I covered in that one. But yes, Shigaraki's quirk is the reason why he wants to kill. Unlike Midoriya, Shigaraki was unlucky, and society will never accept him because of the quirk he was born with. Shigaraki and Midoriya were both given the backhand of society, yet one fights for the same society that once denied him his dreams. You can kinda see how this rivalry was destined to happen. Shigaraki and Midoriya relate in being unwanted by the hero world, but Midoriya was lucky enough to be accepted by it. But Shigaraki, on the other hand, can never be accepted, and he suffered from it. You could see why he wants to destroy hero society, for his unfair placement due to the quirk he was born with. If you thought Midoriya had it bad, you've got another thing coming, because Shigaraki's quirk automatically makes him a villain in the eyes of society. His quirk makes him want to kill, so he is forced to be a villain in this world of heroes. Despite Midoriya and Shigaraki both being born within a world that they have no place in, one will fight to protect this world, and the other will do everything they can to destroy it. This is the reason why Shigaraki is the perfect rival for Midoriya. It really makes you wonder, what would happen if these two actually talked? What if Midoriya would have been captured that day instead of Bakugo? I'm sure they would have came to some sort of understanding. After all, Shigaraki wanted to be a hero too, at some point. Midoriya is a dreamer boy living in the world of dreams, while Shigaraki is living in the world of nightmares. Midoriya was the lucky one. Despite being quirkless, he was able to fit into society by inevitably getting powers. He was the lucky one, but Shigaraki was cursed since birth. Midoriya loved and always dreamed about being a part of hero society. And let's not forget, Shigaraki also shared a love for hero society, but then that eventually changed, and he eventually began to hate it. Midoriya and Shigaraki are the same, but they've just been through different circumstances. Both of them have faced the cruel nature of hero society. One had the opportunity to fit in, and the other will never have the chance to. Midoriya loves hero society, while Shigaraki hates it. Yet both of them have faced the cruel nature of it. To understand Midoriya and choose Midoriya's side, in some ways, makes us hypocritical. Because if you understand what Midoriya went through, then you understand Shigaraki. Shigaraki went through the same exact thing as Midoriya, but worse. It's pretty crazy when you think about it, because in some ways, Midoriya is living a lie, while Shigaraki is the embodiment of the ugly truth and quirks. Midoriya was born quirkless and given the power he doesn't really understand, but Shigaraki was born with this quirk. Midoriya wanted the power and had a choice, but Shigaraki never had a choice. There are those who want quirks and those who want quirks gone, but both come from the same origin, and getting the short end of the stick from hero society. Not all people are made equal. This statement is true because not even those with quirks are made equal. And when I think of this, I can't help but be reminded of that time when Midoriya was dreaming and he was looking through the memories of the previous One For All users. And when we look through these memories, we see All For One helping a man with a quirk that he doesn't want and giving a quirkless man a quirk. And it kind of makes you wonder, because these issues that Shigaraki and Midoriya are both going through are issues that All For One would have fixed. He would have gave Midoriya a quirk to be a hero, and he would have took Shigaraki's cursed quirk away. We all know these are people that All For One has helped, and then eventually they became so loyal to him, they do whatever he'd say. But why? What exactly was All For One doing behind the scenes? I'd like to touch upon this aspect in another video, so I'm not going to say too much about that. But more or less, Midoriya and Shigaraki are the same, and then when you think about it, they're not really different from the people that All For One has helped in the past. Could this be the exact reason why All For One is trying to take down Hero Society? To make a better place for people like Midoriya and Shigaraki? Who honestly knows? But I guess we'll have to find out in the next video. But before you leave this video, please keep in mind that Midoriya is the only lucky man that is quirkless. Because out of everybody, he was the one quirkless person who got superpowers from All Might. So in terms of getting the backhand from society, he is the one and only exception, because he can fit in.